Anybody on there yet? Anybody there? Moving around too much now, so I'm hot now. Got no one there still? Hello. Say hello. How you doing? Well, one of my projects the other night, my son gave me this fender. This is a fender, by the way. Fender. He wanted me to see if I can repair this corner. He seems to think I can do that. Because it rotted out and it rotted out. Don't mind me, I am just looking for my tools. Welcome if you're just tuning in, guys. I think I see some people tuned in. How you doing? How you doing? We're gonna fix that, what I thought was a fender and not, it's a tailgate for his son's truck here. He broke the bolt off that pivots on, and then it's rotted out, and I'm trying to look for my grinder, and it always where I left it at. You know what I'm saying? Wherever that is. Wherever that be. Wherever that be. How's you guys doing? How you doing? How you doing? You survived the weekend, I gather. You're here, so you survived the weekend, right? No? Hello, hello, hello. Where's everybody from? I guess I should be over. My welder's right in the road, so I can't. That's my excuse, right? Where's everybody from tonight? Where's everybody from? I just got to get a grinding disc. I need to get my drills over here. And he seems to think that I can fix this. So we're going to give her a shot. We're going to give her a shot. I'm really just going to use whatever I have, okay? I don't have all that body shop stuff to work with. So that way, whoever seems to be watching can see if they can do that. So anyways, it's sunk down. I got another camera mount over there, but I guess, you know, it's still over here. I got to get it under some sort of light so I can see with my glasses on, you know what I'm saying? I need to drill a couple holes here, push this up, back up like it belongs. But she's pretty rusty. She is super rusty. I'm just going to clean the rust off first, but let me if you don't think so, it's probably just going to fall off once I lift it up. I just got some hunks of steel, some rod. One here. Probably best if you got this thing in some sort of a some sort of holding device if you can do it, but I don't have a big vise. You know what I'm saying? Big vise. Big vise. Yeah, I don't have one. So I got two holes that I'm going to try to push up on. Now, what am I going to push up with? That's the question. The number one question. A lot of people just use these things. Everybody has a cheap screwdriver. Let's try that. Let's give that a whirl. Look at that way. See, you already drilled a hole right there. And it's also coming out of the body seam right here. So he was saying, hey, you need to put that back in the body seam. And the only way I can think of doing that would be either a pair of vice grips, probably what you guys might have. I just got to figure out where they're at. Because most of my stuff between the buckets on the floor and you know, buckets on the floor, the wood on the floor, the metal on the floor, all that stuff on the floor. I'm in great shape. Now I do have a pair of here they are. Another thing that a lot of people use for a good tool that I can show you that's really available is one of these things. So these things that everybody's not using no more because of pipe. You know, most of the houses are out of pipe. Let's see. Let's see if I push it up and see if I can put them vice grips on there to hold it. Let's see. Yeah, she's holding it up. Now I don't know if it's holding it up enough. There we go. I'm going to attempt to bring you guys over so you can actually see what I'm really doing, okay? All right, hello there, hello. So this is what I'm got going on. So I'm not, you guys seeing it? There we go. All right, so I put them on there so I could bring that seam up so it doesn't drop, because this is going to keep dropping. So now what I got to do is cut this all out and replace that metal. Yeah. And then after that, I got to fix this corner. You think I can do that? See, it's going to go on a round angle. It's going to go on a round angle. Anglement. I might not be able to do that. It might be impossible. What do you think? What do you think? Is it impossible? Might be impossible. It's possible or possible. All right, if you guys fall out on the floor, you'll know you can just blame it on this mount over here on the corner about right there. Right there. All right, so now what should I do? Should I just cut it out or should I make a template of what it is? Should I template might not be a bad idea. Template of it, like, and let me show you what I use. We son got a bunch of file cabinets, and there you go. So you got a bunch of file cabinets for scrap. I cut all the metal off and made that blower unit I had back. And look, file cabinet drawer inserts that everybody threw in the dump. You know what I mean? They went right in the dump. Except for me, I saved about 300 of them. Yeah. Why did you save 300? I don't know. They make good things to start fire with, and they make good templates. You know, you can always get rid of them. It's that thick stuff. Almost like plastic. Let me get my scissors. My granddaughter hauled them outside and drug them outside because she was doing her project. No, never mind. She went and grabbed a pair from the house because that's what she does. She had some sort of project going. You can use whatever you want. Whatever you find fancy to do. The other thing is, if you got cereal boxes, that's some good stuff too. You know what I'm saying? The cereal boxes. That pasteboard, cardboard. So what are you going to do now? You're saying, hey. You bring it up here. You're going like, hey, you're going to bring it all the way up in the corner? Well, you can do that. That's going to be really hard to do. So I just lay it down in there. You keep seeing me look at my legs is because looking down at the ground. It's because it's mosquito weather here. And they love fresh meat. They love fresh meat. See, it actually rounded to the round. Is that a possible word? You can't be wrong with it. You can't really be wrong. I'm not going to get a whole long ways with this tonight because, fortunately, I'm going to pretend like I'm working tomorrow. And so, they're like, hey, can you run this piece of metal all the way around the corner? Well, you can, because it is round right there. So on that corner, I just kind of bring it up. You got to remember, nobody's going to see this, except for you guys. All right. So that's going to go around the corner. All that's going to be a different piece. All there is going to be a different piece. I'm just going to replace this piece right now. And you just keep hacking away. I just keep hacking away at it until I get it where I want it. And if I mess up, you know what you do. You know what you do, right? You just throw it away and get another one. There we go. That's where I'm going to go with right there. that piece right there. That's going to bring me right along that seam this side of the rust, hopefully. Just that one little piece there. And I'm sure I have a piece of that right down here. Alright, that's part of that file cabinet. It's black. It's already going to match before I even do anything. You know what I'm saying? Before I even do anything, it's going to match. So you're saying, hey, how you going to do that? Well, we're just going to take it, lay it out, cut it out, find a piece of pipe, and bend it around it. So you can bring it all the way to the end here. You're saying the end of the metal is not very good. Well, there we go. You can use a marker. You can use tin snips. I got tin snips somewhere. Anybody remembers where I left them at? Anybody remember where I left those tin snips at? You got yellows. You got yeller. I think this stuff's too thin, too thick. Let me try it in front of you guys. Because I got the thick stuff. Let's see. Nope. Nope. She's cutting. She's not gonna make it all the way through though, because they don't want to cut all the way through, man. Ooh, they're making it though. They're making it. Just some cheap tin snips. You can get them at the garage sale, anywhere. You're like, hey, let's see. You're like way too big, buddy. You're like way too big. Yep. I just cut it to the length though. Just cut her a little length. Now that's going to be impossible to cut, that piece, because they just barely made it through there. So I just took my whiz gun out, whizzer out of the whizzer out of there. If you know what I'm talking about by whizzer. Is anybody still there, or did we lose everybody? You got to do a lot of showing. The videos, you got to do a lot of showing, or people just like escape because they're not into talk videos. You know what I'm saying? You got 5 of you still. All right, let me bring that camera around this way. I think I can swing it around, maybe. I don't know. Oh. You guys just fell off. Did you know that you just fell off the camera? Yeah, I bought this off this camera mount off Amazon, and the guy was talking to me. I don't know if I tell you that or not. The guy was talking to me, and it distracted me, so I didn't look at what I was buying. And yep. Oh, I think you're right there. Let's see. He was distracting me, so I didn't pay attention to what I was buying. I thought it was a good thing, and then, you know how they are. Distract you. You guys right here? Yeah, you're there. The old distraction. Talk to you, distract you, ask you what you do, and you do videos and you do repair things, and so he's like, oh yeah, this guy's just gonna fix it and do a video on it. I kind of did. I did do a video on it. And did kind of glue it back together. Problem is the one piece that keeps the one of the parts broke, so. All right, so now I got to trim it that way. And the best way to do is take and find some sort of scratching device. A scratching device. Because on this thick of metal, you're not going to get anything to show, anything showing you very much. See? I guess you can see it. All right, so now I'm just going to buzz it. I have these orange tools. One thing bad about the sparks is, you can't see. You're like, dude, this looks terrible. Looks terrible. What kind of hack are you? I'm like, yep. Not really. Try to find some rust-free body parts for your car right now. And that's what we got right now. And let's see. All right. Now you're saying you got to get all those pieces trimmed out of there so you can get it in that place. I'm just going to take this over here for a second, and since I'm on the camera, that's going to drop you. The last thing I do is cut that metal out, really. The last thing I do is I get what I'm going to put in there. Pretty cool. So it's one of those cut and then see if it fits. It's a cut and see if it fits. Let's see which way was it supposed to go. It's supposed to go like that, right? Right? Yeah. So this is towards the good side, right? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Just double checking, because I think that I was already going to start cutting some stuff I didn't need to. Yeah. Glad to double check myself. See, I don't need to cut anything beyond this point. This point, I'm going to cut this little hashes so I can get it to go up in there where I need it to be. Double checking again. Double checking again. Yep, that's right at that mark there. Yep, yep. That'll go around there. Yep, yep, right there. All right, need to take a little V out of this. Little V out of that will bring that in closer to the wall. Just a little V, not a big V, just a little. All right, let's swing you guys around. I can freehand it over there now. All right. Almost. You go to the vise over here. I want to bend this up a smidge because that'll get me closer to where I really want to be. You guys remember, if you mess it up, you can always take it back out. Take it back out. Take it back out. So, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Drop everything. I'm pretty good at that. Dropping everything. You guys didn't even see me drop it. I didn't bring the camera out. Did ya? Did ya? All right, here we go again. All right. Are you there? Okay, you're there. Yeah, there's this little thing that goes on the end of the so it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's I think it's laying on the bench. There we go. Whoa. Vice grip's so tight that there you go. A little on the crooked side, but yeah, a little bit crooked. I saw that. What I mean by crooked is this needs to go over, this tail end needs to go over that way, not much. I'm going to the vise again. I just beat it back into submission, and then I just move it. Then you just move it back over a little bit. There we go. There we go. And remember, this little tang that I'm putting here is only temporary. It's only temporary. What do you mean it's temporary? Well, it's only to get it where I want it. Okay, here we go. Ah, and I get the things tight. Wow. All right. Let's see where we're at now. Right where I want it. You guys need to see it? You need to see it? Y'all need to see it. This mount here, I have to screw this thing loose. I have to screw. All right, so there you go. Hope I'm not moving too fast for you. See what I'm saying? So now she's straight. You're like, hey, it's not straight. Yeah, it is straight. The here is going to be all cut off, so it's going to go in around there and come back down there. See? And this tail end is going to go around the corner. Going to go right around the corner. This all is going to be trimmed off to fit right down in there. Yep. You can mark it as you want. That guy right there, now that I bent it where it's going to be, she's going to stay right where she needs to be. Now, my options are, this thing here is going to be in the road, but I'm not even going to move it yet because I need to get this guy around town. You know what I'm saying? Right in here, right in this vicinity right here is too much. If I come back here, right in here is where I need to bend it. Like, hey, you're not marked it or nothing. You're right, I haven't marked it yet. And then how you gonna bend it on there? I'm not gonna bend it on there. So again, like, hey, I'm thinking right here. A scratch, any kind of thing to scratch on this metal is the best thing. You can put on marker or whatever, pencil, whatever you want. See it? And she's right on the edge of that, right around the corner. All right, and it's going to dip here on this side. We're not worried about that. We got to get this guy around town first. Yep, it's me. Still me. I don't have anybody in doing it for me. And, yep. Yeah. Are you guys still in the picture? Let's see. All right. Looks like you're still there. Looking at my monitor, it says you're still there. All right, so now we got to go way over to device, where I have a pipe that I'm going to shove in there, and just a round hunk of pipe. You got to look at the bench. Somebody's been working in here. And not too long ago, a couple months ago, I had this kind of cleaned up. I really did. Go back and look at the video. I think I did a video with it. I don't know if I got a big enough piece of pipe though. I can bring you over here. I just got you there, so I just got you in one place. I think you can see it from there where I'm going to swing you to. So You guys are ready. We're going to swing you over to the vise. And swing you to the vise. Hold on. Close your eyes if you like, because sometimes people say that that is annoying. Look at my monitor to see if you're over at the vise yet. Almost. I think you're right there. The vise is over that way where that white thing is. All right, so we got to take and bend this guy. Again, I got my line. You're like, hey, where do you really want to start that at? You can start in the middle if you like, but like, how you gonna hold it from rocking on you? How you gonna keep it straight? Exactly. How you gonna do that? I'm gonna try. Let's see. Let's see if a pair of vice grips would work for me. You know, if you bend it too much, you just bend it back. And if you bend it in the wrong spot, you know what you do? You just put it back on on a piece of wood or whatever else and beat it back. There's my line. You can see it. The lighting's terrible right in this spot. My line was right there. So it's at the top of the, it's at the top. Yep. All right, here we go again. Hopefully that bend was right. It's me again. It's, if I scared you, it's not Halloween yet. So looks like I'm back at the same position. Let's see. Hey, you messed up. No, it's a little. Nah, see, I can get it. I can get it. May have to trim some of this off because this does go on an angle like that. Yeah, so if I put this up to the bottom like this, and I put it to where it's supposed to kind of be, we're talking about a finger's worth, half a finger this way, half a finger that way, distance. I mean, if I had a tape measure, I could tell you. See, it goes on an angle that way, anglement. Like, hey, if you just would have used your template, you've been all right. So we're just going to trim just a little bit at a time off the edge of this, so we get it where we really want it. Again, if you've got a belt sander thing, go right ahead and use that belt sander thing, because mine My belt sander thing is out of belts. You're like, what happened to my belts? Well, you know, somebody used it. And the Harbor Freight belts are just not what they used to be. I don't think they were ever good, but I'm going to bring you over one more time and show you how close I am to that. Before I do the final, like, hey, I'm going to mess up if I do something like this. So I got it straight. There we go. We got it straight right there. It's that much distance and it's hitting here. So we need to take off just some more. So my template really, if you look at my pattern, I really didn't even use it after I spent all the time to do it. Because I don't like cutting like this. I don't care for that kind of cut because once you get it up there, then you got to beat it into submission to get it around the corner and then weld. It's not just, I'd rather do this kind of thing. That's your other option if, you know, if you're just into it, just wanting to make some sort of repair on something. I mean, this is a tailgate, but you know, it's the same for like anything. Make your little template and then go from there. Worst you can do is throw the metal away, right? All right, so we got to trim off. See, if I trim off one little bit more here, that's going to drop that back there, which is a-okay for now. Once we get into that back piece, we'll end up whacking that off where it needs to be. So what do you think? Another 1/4 inch right there? I can just go like whack like that and just go and be good because it's going to drop over that way anyways. Huh? Not bad, huh? All along, I just needed you guys to tell me how to do it, right? No, you just keep doing it. You just go get a file cabinet, and you got lots of metal. It didn't cost you anything. They're all on the curb. People are throwing these file cabinets out all the time because they're doing everything digital now. Everything's digital. Everything's going digital now. So everybody's throwing the file cabinets out. They're all on the curb. I see them. Grab those file cabinets up. Free sheet metal. You didn't have to pay for it. You're only going to get, you're going to take it to the scrapyard, and you're only going to get $1 for it. And you go buy some sheet metal now. It's really thin and cheap, and you're going to pay more than 50 cents for it. All right? File cabinet. Exactly what it is. There's one left right around the corner, what's left of it. I'm just going to keep hacking away at it until I get it where I want it. I'm not just going to whack a big chunk out of it. I think I'm happy with that right there. It's a little high, but once I cut it and push it down as I bring it around, let's see. Only problem I got is this thing wants to slide on me. Kind of annoying, but what can you ask for, right? There we go. Keeps walking out. He's walking out. Look at that. All right. In here, it's where it needs to be. In there is where it needs. And now you need to work on this guy on this end. Okay, I thought you didn't want to take that all off. Well, I'm going to have to peel it back some. Got to peel it back a little bit. Because that's just going to wrap right around there. As I weld it, she's just going to get hot and she's going to lay right back down there. How much is too much to take off this? Is the question. Is the question. See, it's rusted out right here. So I'm going to need that metal. So, shoot. Shoot. What if I said I take a 1/4 inch off there and reevaluate? If I say I take a 1/4 inch off there and reevaluate, that way you're like, hey, take a 1/2 inch off. Well, what if I take a 1/2 inch off and I took too much off? Yep. Or like 3/8 more. It's probably about like 3/8. But I did one of these. Something like this before, and what happened was the same thing. I said, it looks like me to 1/2 inch. I took a 1/2 inch off, and then I already found out there was rust in there, and then I ended up having to throw it away, throw this away, and do another one. Like, which like I said, just throw it away. You know, you can actually use this, lay this baby down, and now that you messed up, just add a 1/2 inch to this. You know what I'm saying? Or just make a template of this out of paper. Again. All right, so we're going to cut a 1/4 inch off of here. I used to have these things that you used to like for wood. You could take them and get like here and a scribe, I guess they called it. I used to have one of them. I don't know what happened to it. Probably should buy another one. I'm sure it's pretty free, pretty free. I'm sure it's readily available at Harbor Freight, right? Right? Hang on, hang on. I know you can't see. 1/4 inch there. 1/4 inch there. I needed a piece of wood to put it on and draw my line. There's my line. There, and down here. Now I needed divining things, I think they're called, or I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Anybody know? Divining rod. A divining rod. That's what it is, divining rod. Let's see if I can Tim Snaps will go me around the corner. Go me around the corner. Like that. I don't think this is quite a 1/4 inch. I think it's more like a 3/16 trim, but all right. 3/16 trim. I think that was better a better choice of just using the tin snips myself. After I told you to go to 1/4 inch. So I keep pushing this metal up because that seam, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, that seam, the pinch seam, where they put one half together and the other half together, and they use a tool to crimp around by it. That's doesn't want to play good. He doesn't want to participate. With some of this. Participate. Not participating. All right. So we got her. I got her right where I wanted, seriously. But I've got to figure out how to get this pinch weld up for it to stay there. Now my option is to take and pinch weld it, pinch it, weld it so it stays where it's at, and then start working on this. All right. So I was only going to get this. I was only going to get this far tonight. That's my plan was, you know, because and I only want to do an hour, so I hope that you're able to figure out what I'm doing so far, and then tomorrow night, same time, Eastern Standard Time, it'll be after 6, so I don't know what time it is now. Let me see what time it is now. Yeah, I started a little early, but I didn't expect everybody to get on. So what I'm going to end up doing tomorrow night is I'm going to cut that piece of metal out that I need to get out of there, and then start tacking this in, and then wrap this around. So that's what the plans are tomorrow night. If you want to see that go on back into the position. Now right now you got that piece of metal right there, and you're like, hey, how are you gonna know how much to remove from there? Right now, you're saying, how am I gonna remove what you want to remove? Well, right now you have it sitting there, and right now you have it sitting there where you kind of want it. So now I need to find the scratch awl. I know I got one. Everybody has one. A nail will work good if you can get a nail sharpened to a point. But I know that there should be a scratch awl here. Now if I can find a scratch awl, then I can mark exactly where I want it to go. Should have one of those because, well, you know. Because we're always scratching something. I got a magnet. Just found a magnet. Probably won't find it because I want to find it right now. Probably won't. Alright, so I found an old cheap screwdriver. Cheap one. Everybody had one probably at one time. This is the kit where you change out the bits. So right now I just want to mark on that piece of metal exactly where I want to put that. It doesn't really matter so much down here, I wouldn't say right now, because once I start to push this down around, this plate will go farther. You know what I'm saying? So we got her right to here, where she does a little bump kind of funny thing. We got her marked to here. So this part right there is going to have to be removed. And after I tack weld that. Alright, if you guys want to watch this tomorrow night, we put that in there. I'm not going to do any more. I'm not going to recut anymore. I'm not going to do any more of it tonight. I'm not going to like pre-do something. And I'll bring you right on along. And then you can see it as I do it. So if I mess up, you guys will see it. All right, thanks for watching. Like I said, tomorrow night, same time, same station, and be good tonight.